minus x plus 1 is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on minus 1 to 1. Strictly increasing or strictly decreasing uh, on minus 1 to 1. So basically we have done this type of question before. So either it has to increase all the time between minus 1 to 1, or it has to decrease all the time between minus 1 to 1. It cannot be both between minus 1 to 1. It has to, between minus 1 to 1, it has to increase like this, or it has to decrease like this. It has to decrease like this. It cannot be like this. Between minus 1 to 1, it cannot be like this. It's increasing, then decreasing, it's increasing. It's not like that. Either it has to increase all the time, or it has to decrease all the time. So that's what we need to prove, that it's not strictly increasing nor neither strictly decreasing. So let us prove this one. So first thing, the function is given. So whenever the function is given, how will I know whether it's increasing or decreasing? All we need to do is find the slope. So how to find the slope? Differentiate. Differentiating with respect to x, what do you get? F dash x is equal to, differentiation of this one is 2x minus 1. Okay, now in here we have to find the critical points. So for critical point, so what we need to do? So for critical point, f dash x equal to 0, f dash x equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So from here the value of x we got as half. The value of x is half. So let us draw the number line. Let us draw the number line. On that number line we will have only one point, that is half. So I have half in here. Here infinity, here minus infinity. Okay. So let us take a value more than half. Let us take 1. Now put that 1 in here. If I put 1 in place of the value of f dash x, if I put 1 in place of x, I get it to be positive. So my f dash x is greater than 0 when it is the right hand side of half. Okay, and in the left hand side of half, let us take 0. So if you put 0 in here, 2 into 0 is 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So if I have 0, my f dash x is less than 0, right? So these are the two uh, things these are the two variations of the slope we got at the critical points half. First, in the left hand side it is less than 0, in the right hand side it is greater than 0. So what we see is that, look, we have to check that this function is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on minus 1 to 1, right? So I don't have to deal with minus infinity to infinity. I just have to deal with minus 1 to 1. Okay, so this one, it lies in the right hand side of half, right? And since 1 lies in the right hand side of half, so obviously it will satisfy the criteria that f dash x is greater than 0. Obviously it will not change because it lies in the right hand side of half. So between half to 1 the function will increase, right? And the same condition goes in this side, minus 1 to half. Minus 1 lies in the left hand side of half. So between, in the interval minus 1 to half, the function will decrease. Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. Have you understood this one? So if I have half, minus 1 and 1, so between that you see the function is decreasing and then it is increasing. So what we say? It proves that the function is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing. Have you understood? Come on, guys, tell me. Am I clear? Yes or no? So in the interval, so we'll write what? In the interval minus 1 to half, the function, in the interval minus 1 to half, the function is strictly decreasing, strictly decreasing, and you write down in the interval half to 1, the function is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. So what I can write? Hence the function is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on -1 to 1. Okay, clear? So this is how we prove this question. So this is what? Question number 11. Am I clear? Okay, now let's move on to question number 12. Acha, question number 12A will be homework, 12B will do. So first read the question. Which of the following functions are strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2? So you have to check which of the following functions are strictly decreasing in 0 to pi by 2. So question number A is homework. Let us do question number B. So question number B is cos 2x. So we have to check whether this function cos 2x is strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2 or not. So what I will do is I will write let fx is equal to cos 2x. I will write this thing. Then I will do what? Then I will differentiate. So differentiating with respect to x. So what do you get? I get f dash x is equal to differentiation of cos 2x is what? It is 2. Acha, differentiation of cos 2x is what? Minus sin 2x. Minus sin 2x into differentiation of 2x, that is 2. So I get minus 2 sin 2x. So this is what we have, differentiation of fx, right? Now after doing this thing, now listen very carefully. Here in the question it says what? Look at here. X is an element of 0 to pi by 2. X is an element of 0 to pi by 2. We need to check whether the function is increasing on 0 to pi by 2 or not, right? But here, look at this thing which we got. Here, the slope f dash x is basically sine 2x, right? But we know the value of x, right? So if x is an element of 0 to pi by 2, so that implies what? 2x is an element of what? If x is an element of 0 to pi by 2, so 2x will be element of what? It will be from 0 to pi. Just multiply with 2. Just multiply with 2. So if x is an element of 0 to pi by 2, 2x is an element of what? 0 to pi. Am I clear? Yes or no, guys? Please tell me. Understood? Clear? Now look at here. 0 to pi. So now we have to check this value, the slope is always negative or not. Then only we can prove that the function is decreasing in 0 to pi by 2, right? So now look at here. 0 to pi means which two quadrants? 0 to pi by 2. Look at here. First quadrant is 0 to pi by 2. Then second quadrant is what? 0 to pi. So 0 to pi means this entire thing, first quadrant and second quadrant. Now I have my f dash x as minus 2 sine 2x. This is my f dash x. Okay. So all we need to know is the sign of f dash x. If it is always negative, we can say that the function is decreasing on 0 to pi by 2. And if it is not, then we cannot take that answer. So now tell me one thing. In first quadrant and second quadrant, sine x is positive or not? Sine theta is positive in first quadrant or second or not? We have learned in trigonometry all sine, tan, cos. So what we can say is that sine is positive in both first and second quadrant, right? Sine is positive in both first and second quadrant, right? So here the interval they are talking about 0 to pi. So can I say in the interval 0 to pi sine 2x is always positive? Yes or no? Huh? In 0 to pi sine 2x is always positive. in 0 to pi, sine 2x is always positive. And if sine 2x is always positive, here in front of sine 2x, you see minus 2, right? So if sine 2x is always positive, that implies what? That implies what? Then f dash x is always what? Is always negative. And always negative where? F dash x is always negative in 0 to pi by 2. So write down, hence write on the function, hence the function fx. Achha, this one will be f dash x is wait. I made a mistake in here. F dash x is always negative in 0 to pi. Right here 0 to pi. Okay, 0 to pi. Hence, write down. Achha, let me correct this one nicely. So you write down here that the function fx equal to cos 2x is decreasing in 0 to pi. So if I say the function is decreasing from 0 to pi, can't I not say that the function is decreasing from 0 to pi by 2? Yes, obviously we can say, because it is decreasing from the entire 0 to pi. Okay, so I can say, achha, let me draw and graph and explain. So if I have 0 in here, wait a second. If I have 0 in here and pi by 2 in here, and pi in here. If I say the function is decreasing from 0 to pi, can't I not say the function is decreasing from 0 to pi by 2? Yes, I can say that. So write down, hence the function is decreasing in 0 to pi by 2. So that's my answer. So question number B satisfies the option number B satisfies the given question. So here, which of the following functions are strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2? So B will come as an answer. So you have to check each one of them. Let us check question number C now. Let us check question number C, whether that one is decreasing or not. Now question number C, cos 3x. We have cos 3x. So what I will do in here, now listen very carefully. Again, I will let fx is equal to cos 3x. I will write this thing. After doing this thing, what I will do, differentiate with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. So what I get? So differentiation of fx is what? F dash x. And differentiation of cos 3x is what? It is minus sine 3x into 3. So I get minus 3 sine 3x. This is what we have. F dash x is this one. Now listen very carefully. My x, since x is an element of what? X is an element of 0 to pi by 2, right? So 3x will be element of what? That implies what? 3x is an element of 0 to 3 pi by 2. 3x is an element of 0 to 3 pi by 2. Now listen very carefully. 0 to 3 pi by 2 means what? Look at here, 0 in here, right? Then what we have in here is 0. Then we have pi by 2. Then we have pi in here, and 3 pi by 2 in here, right? Now again you see the function f dash x is what? Sine 3x, right? The function f dash x is what? Sine 3x. So again we need to know what is the trigonometric function sine 3x is positive in which quadrants?